Hi, I'm Tsote. I'm here with Naomi, Cavan and Ali in the studio. We're going to be discussing what a role model is. That was Janet Jackson, so exciting. Right now I'm in the studio with Naomi, hey, Cavan,
hi,
and Alex.
Hey.
Today's question is, what is a role model? Now, the official definition of a role model is an individual who serves as an example of positive behaviour, especially to younger people. So, guys, what do you believe a role model is?
I think that a role model, you don't have to be a child or someone young. You can be elderly, you can be an adult, you can be a young adult, a child, doesn't matter. Role model is someone you say, I want to be like this, I want to persevere to be like this person. I want a family or a relative to do these things this person has done, achieve what they've been doing and things like that.
So, Cavan, what about you?
Well, I kind of agree with Naomi, but you sort of like everything that someone like a role model does, you obviously want to copy them and do exactly what they do.
Do you have any ideas, Alex?
Well, I sort of agree with both Naomi and Cavan, and I think that a role model is something you inspire to be like and that you want to be.
Alright, so do you guys believe that you have to be famous to be a good role model?
No. You don't have to be famous to be a good role model. I disagree with that. I think that if you're famous and you're a good role model, you're more likely for people to say, oh, I want to be like you, I want to persevere to do this, rather than if you were just a normal person like you or I, where we're not as famous, like we're not on TV, we're not doing all these shows. People will be like, okay, I know this person, I know what she's done, I want to be like her. Like, let me look at someone like Katie Price, right? Katie Price, she's done, how many books she's done, Being Jordan, You Only Live Once, Crystal, all these kinds of things. And especially her book Sapphire, right? And then this was #1 on the hardware fiction charts for 4 consecutive weeks and sold 42,215 copies. It just goes to show that people look up to her so much, they're willing to buy her books to see what has this lady been through, so I could do the same. I want to be like her, I want to persevere to do what she does.
Cavan?
Well, I don't believe that you have to be famous to be a role model because when I was younger, my role model was my granddad, so obviously it could be anyone in the world.
Okay, so Alex, do you have any ideas?
Well, I don't think you have to be famous to be a role model, but I think so many famous people are stereotyped into being somebody who they're not.
Okay then, so do you guys believe that stereotypes and the media affect what we believe a good role model is?
Well, I do personally, because I think kids and presenters are like, oh yeah, well, this person's so good because they've done this, and this sports person's done this, and then kids go, well, I want to be a footballer, and so I want to be like this person.
Yeah, of course it does, because if you're sat there and you see on the news that someone like David Beckham has done something good, like supported a charity or something like that, and then you believe everything that you read and what you see, so then if you see that someone's done something good, then like you might want to do that as well.
Naomi?
It just goes to show that like whatever a famous person or whatever is stereotyped to be like, it's what people want to be if they're looking up to them as a role model. Like that's why like when you see many adverts and stuff, like when people are trying to sell goods to people and they use someone famous, because you look up to that person, you feel as though, okay, if they're going to use this, then I might as well use it because that person uses it. That's the way they look at it. So it just goes to show like what your status can make somebody else be like, just because of what they do and what they use. You feel as though I have to do it as well.
So we believe that a role model is anybody that can show good behaviour and be a good example to anybody, like anywhere. So you don't have to be famous, rich, poor, you don't have to be anybody. So we just believe that so long as you're a good person, you can be a good role model. Do you want to say something, Amy?
Yeah, I slightly disagree with you have to be good to be a role model. Because some people still do bad things and some people still feel like, I want to persevere to be this person. Like celebrities, they get surgeries, they get nose implants, they get things like that. And like, let me use the example of Amy Winehouse. Right, Amy Winehouse, she has a beautiful voice. Obviously, if that's a biased opinion, but I think a majority would agree. But I'm not sure, that's what I'm guessing. She has obviously a really nice voice, she sold a lot of music. And she was a drug addict. So then, because a lot of people inspired, like they loved her music because she has such a nice voice. Some people began to do things like that because they thought, okay, if Amy Winehouse is doing it, what stops me? But Amy Winehouse herself, she knows it was wrong, but she can't help herself, especially when you're in a relationship where you feel as though you're being peer pressured to do it. So it's just things like that. So you don't have to be good to be a good role model, because people can still do what you do just because of the fact that they love you so much.
Okay, so Cavan, do you want to say anything about that?
I want to say something about Lewis Hamilton. I believe he's the ideal role model because although he has lots of crashes and lots of problems in his personal life, he still gets back up and tries to make things right. So people look up to him because he shows great sportsmanship and he has a great personality.
Okay then, so thank you for listening, people. Today we've been asking, what is a good role model? You've been listening to me, Tsote, with Naomi, Alex and Cavan on Reprezent 107.3. That's Represent with a Z, people. Now, that's finished, and before you leave, we're going to leave you with a song by Amy Winehouse's goddaughter, Dion Bromfield, featuring Didi Simmons. It's called Yeah Right. Thank you, people.